Hello and welcome to the Stationeers Europa Getting Started Guide. I'm your host GrunfWorks, and today's episode will be slightly different than announced. Yes, I announced that we will be doing gas mixing, but as you can see I've been doing some updates, and this kind of video just popped in because I needed to solve a more pressing matter, and that being the amount of ices that has been collecting in my mining belt, making it very hard for me to mine or pretty much do anything. And I've gotten a really good advice from one of my commenters, Kai Gruber. Thank you so much for your advice. And he suggested that I should basically just put the crate with the ices outside on the floor. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for putting it in that suggestion. I'm about to do it right now. The second thing that we'll be taking care of in today's episode, in the content update that we have gotten the water pipe meters, so I will be putting that on to our water situation tab, and then we will be connecting the furnace exhaust to the waste tank and smelting some new alloys, and I'm thinking probably Electrum. So stick around, it's gonna be fun. Alright, anyway, so container mount. I initially thought that you could be placing these container mounts at the walls, but now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look really like it's possible. So, yeah. I'm thinking that most likely, I was just trying to see if I needed to rotate it in the correct orientation, but yeah. I haven't used that container mounts to that extent, so let's see. If I just place it here... Yeah, the here looks good, somewhere beside the furnace, and let's see if I can drop a big, crate on top of it and be none the wiser. Dynamic crate, yes. So wait again, how do we wrench it in? I think we need to use a wrench, right guys? Yeah, I think we need to use the wrench. So let me put that over. It's similar to, I think, the air tanks and stuff. So, okay, drop it, yes. And then we just wrench it into place, and that should be hunky-dory. So let me see. Let's take the wrench. All right. Connect. Done. Oh, now I've noticed the small arrows. No, I'm not happy with it. I don't want to be falling off a cliff every time I put in the ice cube. So let's dump it here. I'm just going to quickly rotate the container mount. Yes, those two arrows. I should have paid attention to them sooner. Okay. That's another tip for you guys. Those arrows point to which direction to where the crate will be facing. So let's deconstruct it, and we will be placing it once again. Now, where are the arrows? That side. So let's rotate it like this, and then it should be facing us. And hopefully this should be storm-proof. I guess the ultimate test will be when the storm actually hits, but let's see. Wrench it. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's get rid of all the ices, because those have really been my pain in the rear, so to say, because I couldn't do a lot of mining. I couldn't collect a lot of ices, so I would just go back and forth. So, also, I've managed to do a little bit of icing or collecting ices and ores off camera. So to ensure that once I actually do the gas filtration episode, which will probably be the next one, or the one after that, because I have another idea that I wanted to first throw around, that I can actually do it. I mean, let's face it, nobody really wants to watch me, mining for hours on end, unless you really find it really entertaining. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Honestly, I think the building is the most fun and interesting part of Stationeers. So, yeah. And as you can see here, this area we have walled on, and this is the area where we will be constructing our gas filtration / mixing / whatnot. And that's why I've built this tank here. And then in front of it we'll probably make a hydroponics, because that will be directly dependent on the gas mixing and whatnot. So later on, these ice melters and ice crushers will be moved. However, I digress. Okay, let's get in. And let's take care of the second order of business that I was thinking. So yeah, we should consume a little bit of water. I mean, tell me what you think. I think that the water consumption here is just crazy. I don't know, I maybe need to reset it, and as I've reset my food situation, I don't know. So let's take a look at it. Right. So I also want to be taking the atmospherics thingy so that I can check what's going on with these pipes. Okay, let's quickly just get in here. And I've seen in the update we have gotten, yeah, look at this, liquid pipe meter. Oh, we need some copper. Okay, let's just take out a little bit of copper. Because what really bugs me that I couldn't see the pressure of the whole shenanigan over there, so I really want to have it done. So all right, there we go, perfect. Let's see if I can place it. Oh, I think I need to be placing it onto the pipe. Okay, let's first put in the pipe. Liquid pipe straight, there we go, done. Let's put the pipe meter now. All right, so that we have a rough understanding what's the pressure in those pipes. Yeah, nice. All right. Perfect. That being said, that reminded me I really should probably be piping. Let's just do a lot of kit pipes, because what I want to do eventually, I want to connect the output of my gas furnace so that the gases from the furnace do not go to waste, basically into the atmosphere, when they could be going into the waste tank. And there we can use the waste tank for many different useful situations. One of them would be, for example, heating the base. Another one could be used as a basis for the gas filtration, because a lot of useful gases can be created there, like pollutant. Pollutant is very useful when it comes to cooling, as a gas for the wall coolers, etc., etc. So yes, as you can see, there were still some preparatory steps we needed to do for the gas filtration, and in that case, that's why I wanted to take care of these first. Right, so wait. Okie doke. I just wanted to take some more gold because I will be needing it, because I want to create the volume pump in order to be able to pump the gases out of furnace and into the waste tank and the rest of the system. Note that I'm still treating these things as early base stuff, because I want to first get them operational. That's the iteration 1, and then later on I will try to make it good. So yeah. And let's build a couple of I want to build also a couple of radiators, because I don't want the hot gases from the furnace to come directly to the cooling stuff. So I really want to vent off some of the some of the heat into the atmosphere before the gases reach the waste tank. Yes. So a couple of the radiators, and I think a volume pump should do the trick. Okay, are we done? Okay, soon rather than later, the arc furnace should be done with gold. And yes, so that's why I want to be starting to use the furnace, because it's much quicker in terms of smelting gold. Arc furnace does the job, but it takes forever to do so. Okay, I think it's done with the gold. Perfect. Let's turn it off. You know, conserve power. After all, it's important. Now, yes, and we place back in. I will probably need to make a better filtration / feeder system or something, but I don't want to do it just yet, because these locations of these machines will not be permanent. they're not here. I'm thinking of pushing them back into the corner over there. So let me know what you think, guys. I'm thinking pushing them all of them in the corner and then build together a stacker that will be as an output from all of them. So I collect all of my stuff from one source. That's what I've been doing in my previous playthroughs, and I think it has worked quite nicely. So, but first, a few more radiators wouldn't hurt. I don't know how many I will be placing, but we'll just test it out. So I have the pipes, I have the volume pump, I have the... I think I have everything I want. Maybe I want just one insulated pipe so that I can actually make it, because from the ice crusher we have insulated pipes coming. I don't know if it's really necessary, but I don't know, because if you can connect the insulated and non-insulated pipe as a crossing, so that's why I decided to take one more insulated pipe. That's a lot of words pipe in one sentence. Okay, let's cancel the depressurization, and then we should be deconstructing this section and pipe it over there. Yes. So I'm just trying to figure out where exactly will I be placing the pipes. So I'll probably, instead of this valve, I'm gonna place a pump, and then, because I do want to run through the gauntlet of cooling this stuff. Okay, so where is my wrench? No, pipes. And then a wrench, please. There we go. So disassemble it, and then you, Sunshine, will get disassembled and you'll get placed here for the time being. Now, where is my volume pump? Perfect, and orientation is perfect. There we go. And then you shall be merging into this feed line. Okay. So I'll probably rework it 10 times over, so I'm not going to go for anything perfect just yet. But let's start placing the pipe. Where is my... This is the insulated pipe. Let's first check. I would like it to go here, please. Come on, wrench. Yes. And not like that, not like that. Like this. Perfect. And now let's see if I can connect the regular pipe to the insulated pipe. I can. Wonderful. So let's just take the pipe over there. I deliberately took the uninsulated one because it will be radiating heat, and I want it to be radiating heat out, I think, at least. And there we go, connected. And now I want to be placing radiators. I'm gonna place a couple, so like that, heating the, radiating the heat outwards. Probably the real setup will need to be more elaborate than this. Maybe the 3 one should be enough. I mean, after all, it's minus 149 outside. I guess I'll have to test it and see how it goes. Okay, second order of business, we need power. And power I can easily take from that gas mixer over there. I will later on insulate the parts and I will have a decent power situation. But right now I think this should be working as intended. So let's connect the power, shall we? I need my wire cutters in order to be able to splice it, and there we go. Hit it. I know that we can go through pipes, which is nice. Now let's connect the volume pump. Perfect. There we go, cable straight, and let's do it. Sweet. So 50 liters, I'm gonna press it to 10 liters or 20 so that we draw the air in smaller increments. Let's see. Okay, the air pressure is dropping, temperature, it's pretty cool in the furnace now. It won't be cool once I start smelting stuff, so... But the pump is working and that's good. I really do like the sound effects. It's really nice because then you know that stuff is working. So previously it was all silent. All right, so next order of business will be that I take the Atmos analyzer and I'll move the tracker over here, and I want to be smelting some ores and also checking the situation. I mean, look at it in this room. In this pipe first, we have a lot of N2, and that's a perfect gas to be used for our propulsion, for a jetpack. And you know that the jetpack is very low on thrust, so we're gonna actually filter it out probably, and we're gonna fill another tank. But that we'll probably do in the, you know, gas filtration episode. Who knows, maybe I'll just build a small filtration first and then a bigger one, but I would rather... That filtration, when it comes to it, I would rather to do it all in one go, sort of. So that's why I've been putting it off for so long. But don't worry, it's coming. So let's just dump the stuff that I don't need in here first, and then I think I will be going for Electrum, because I do want also the ability to smelt Electrum, solder. I mean, Invar obviously I won't be making, and Constantan I'm not sure yet. Depends on how hard it is to get them on this basic furnace. But basically get as many alloys as possible so that we can do more advanced stuff with it. However, Electrum, I know it's used for maybe, I don't know if it's for hard suits and stuff, and I would really need those, so yeah. Alright, so let's quickly check. Alright. So here we have, yeah, I want to check for Electrum. Electrum, ingot, yes. I love the new Stationpedia, by the way. It's awesome. And we could do it in advanced furnace. And we have all the data that we need, but we can do it in the basic furnace, come on. If you've been playing Stationeers a while, you already have an idea how to do it in the basic furnace, so rather than making it perfect, just put a lot of stuff in and then try to adjust the temperatures and the pressure. Power low. I hate that warning. Yeah, it's 50%. Okay, so we have in our mining belt, we have the volatiles and the oxides. And now I'm gonna be taking the rest of the ores for the materials that we need. So I'm actually, while I'm at it, I might as well transfer to make another big chunk of steel, because when we will be doing the, you know, gas filtration, we'll need a lot of iron frames and iron sheets, and I don't want to be doing that like 10 times over. So yeah, we have this gold, copper. I could maybe take another copper block, because copper gets used all the time, so yeah. So we'll be smelting Electrum, steel, some gold and some copper. I think that would be the best solution, so that we do it all in one go. There we go. Yeah, I should probably tweak this maybe to 0 pressure on this side, because it really doesn't matter. We don't need to pressurize it, this area. So, right, furnace. We need 600 Kelvin to 10,000 Kelvin. So the temperature range is quite broad. The pressure range is slightly less because we need to have up to 2.5 megapascal. So we have to be really careful in terms of how much we put in there. I'm gonna go cautiously. They can always add more later on because it's easier to add than to vent. I don't know, at least that's what I think. So, split one. Let me know how you guys do the advanced furnace. Do you basically do advanced furnace? Do you do the gas input, or do you just throw ices like I do? What's your most common situation? So you can see the temperature is high and the pressure is a little bit already over what it should be for Electrum. So I'm just gonna throw in the gold, and the Electrum is being made from equal ratios of gold and silver. So let's see, and it's not showing the ingot Electrum because I think the pressure is a little bit too high. Temperature is good though. So here is where our volume pump comes in handy, because it will suck the pressure out of the system. Let's see, 2.45, so a little bit more pressure should be removed, and then we should have everything okay. Let's see now. Yeah, look, ingot Electrum. Hit it and catch it. Good. We've got Electrum, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's take care of the steel. First I'm doing alloys. That's the most typical case that I plan to. Oh, and good thing that I've closed off, otherwise I would just get iron. Whew, that was very last second. So iron, another iron. And then we have the hydrocarbon, which is coal. There we go. And I think it's not hot enough. That's my guess. Yeah, it's not showing up. So yeah, 592K. So we need to throw in a couple more volatiles and oxides to make it burn a little bit hotter. So the pressure doesn't matter that much. So let's throw in 3 volatiles, and oh, actually I think maybe I should throw in 1 more volatile and 2 oxides. Yes, I threw in 3, right? Yeah, I think so. So I'll just split 1 more. So that will be 4 volatiles and then 2 oxides. It has to be 2-to-1 ratio, otherwise it's not the best situation. So 2 oxides, throw it in, hit it, and yeah, and it goes a bit up. So now we're making steel. Perfect. Take it out, catch it midair. There we go. We'll just drag it up top, and now we have the capability to smelt as well gold and copper. So close the hatch, yes. Let's smelt in gold first. And look how quickly the gold smelts compared to the arc furnace. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Yeah, I love the furnace. So the real one, not the arc furnace. Now let's throw in, I'm gonna place the ingot here, let's close it, and now let's throw in 100 grams of copper, and then we will be done with the smelting. There we go. Ingot copper. Wonderful. Hit it. Thank you. Take it out, and now we can basically use the, and I cannot be placing it with the ore, so I'm just gonna check out now. The pressure is almost 10 megapascals at 570 degrees. So if I press it here, we're getting a slow rise in terms of pressure and a high rise in terms of the temperature. So it is being cooled, just not being cooled quickly enough. And we have CO2, which is an important gas for the hydroponics later on, which I plan to build, and N2, which will be a lot more gas for my jetpack, which I'll be probably taking care of in the next episode. There we go. Yes, wonderful. Look at all that megapascals coming up. And really like the fact that we're getting H2. We're also getting a little bit CO2 and N2O, but and pollutants, of course. Those will be also important for the base cooling. So yeah, and the temperature is dropping. So the pump is actually doing its thing. We can close it off, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and the chamber pressure is very low. So, well, that's pretty much it, guys. So when you take a look, we've done quite a few bits this episode, and I think I will be wrapping it up. So let's just have a nice view to end with. And as always, guys, you know what to do. Like if you like the episode, hit subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out, and I'll see you all in the next one.